Hannah. What you doing, sweetheart? Hannah. Hannah banana. I had to put those totes down, didn't I, Hannah? I had to put those totes down because little Cesar, your little brother, he hurt his back. He hurt a disc in his back. I think he hurt it because he was kind of overweight, maybe somewhat obese for a while. And as he just kept jumping and jumping and jumping, I think that made his disc go out or whatever. You know, that's what I think, Hannah. That's what I think. I don't know if I like giving him prednisone, but I think I might give him 2 more pills and that's it. Because I was supposed to give it to him 5 days in a row. And then Scooter! And then every other day till they're gone, but I don't know if I'm going to give them that many. He's not having any bad side effects or anything. I mean, I don't know if it's really helping or not. But that's why I got litter pans that are really low to the, god dang it, Scooter! Low to the ground. And I put those totes down. And so when I'm at work, I pretty much lock him up in this bedroom. But I did it yesterday, though. I'm not going to do it every day. I'm not going to lock him up every day. Just maybe 3 or 4 days out of the week. He's not doing a lot of jumping anyway because, you know, his back probably doesn't feel real good, but yeah, he somehow pulled a disc or something. Scooter, you're gonna go in the water pretty soon, baby. I'm just gonna let it cool off just a little bit more. I think I made it a little too warm. I don't want it too warm, Scoot. I don't want it too warm. Scooter! Scooter the cooter! See, that's where little Ortego died, right there in the corner. That's where he died. Yeah, I miss my little buddy Ortego, don't you, Scooter? Yeah, I miss my little buddy Ortego. And then I heard he had a little son. He had a little son, but he died too because he died of exposure. You want me to go get him, Scooter? Let me go get him real quick. You didn't get to meet Ortego Jr., did you? Last Sunday I went out at 4:30 for the first time outside, and it was pretty damn cold and windy. It was very windy and 53 degrees, so the wind chill was probably 40 something. And he died of exposure. And then of course I read on the internet that happens a lot. I don't know why the little fella would be coming out or hatching out in the wintertime or whatever, but sometimes it just kind of happens that way. Yeah, it just happens that way sometimes, and sometimes the little fellers die. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Scooter? Ain't that right? Little buddy. You want to go see little Ortego Jr.? Scoot? Scoot? Yeah, I didn't get real sad because I just knew the little feller was already going to die and probably in the process of dying. I already knew that. Because when I brought him in, I mean, he lived for about another 30 minutes or an hour. I think it was about an hour, and then he died. But, Scooter! Scoot! But, yeah, it's really sad. It's really cute, though, that he was still alive, and I was looking at his little eyes on a magnifying glass. And, yeah, he was totally alive. But he only lived about another hour. And, his little legs were still soft, and he stuck his little doggy out, and then he sucked it back in. Well, he stuck it out, and then he sucked it back in after about 30 minutes. But I knew his body was, he was doing that involuntarily because his body was dying because he got stuck out there in the cold. But he's so cute. He still looks like he's alive, but he's not. And what's really cool is that he is the son of Ortego. And Ortego's been dead for about 20 days now. His father, but It's just weird because I always thought he was a young turtle, and apparently he wasn't. My little Ortego. And then, of course, I always wondered if he would be the last turtle I would expect to have a baby. And I saw him breeding with Carmella, but that's the only turtle I ever saw him breed with, was Carmella. And then, apparently, you know, he did have a little baby. Carmella plopped down his little baby. You know, 2-3 months ago. You're scared of that reptile, aren't you, Hannah? 2 or 3 months ago or whatever, and then little feller hatched out like 2 weeks ago or whatever, and then died a week ago. I mean, it was just amazing. I just couldn't believe it, but I just knew the little fella wasn't gonna live because, I mean, he wasn't moving when I picked him up. I mean, I knew it was too cold out there. You're so damn cute! Look how little he is. I mean, this is how little he is. Scooter, I'm going to stick you in the water. But yeah, see, now his eyes are closed, but they were open. One of his, like I said, he was still alive, but he was dying when I found him. And see, he was penis fanning because his body was breaking down and he was just doing it involuntarily. But yeah, I looked at his little eyes with the magnifying glass, and his little eyes were still open. On one side, it was like, one of them was like 80% open. The other eye on the other side was like 30% open. And then after he died, they both, you know, closed up. But yeah, he's a little ornate box turtle hybrid. He's a hybrid between an ornate and a 3-toed box turtle. It's just amazing because I didn't know if they were compatible. And then boom, and I didn't even think Ortego would ever have a baby since he was a different kind of turtle. He was always different. And so I'm not surprised he immediately started hibernating when I brought him indoors or whatever, but so I don't know. My spirit guide says that he was old, wasn't healthy enough to hibernate, but I'll still always wonder, I should have never brought him indoors, but I guess that could have been a good thing, because if he was going to die outdoors anyway, it's good that he died indoors, because then I knew where he was at. But, I don't know, I may never know if I contributed to his death by bringing him indoors like that, because he's always been a different breed. My other turtles that I bring in for the winter, they do not hibernate. They just know not to, and Ortego being a different species, he started hibernating. But as time goes on, I really believe that maybe I did not kill him by bringing him indoors. I think maybe he wasn't healthy to hibernate, and maybe he really was an old turtle, like my vet said, and like my spirit guide said. But it's just amazing how he had a little baby, because I didn't think Ortego would even be able to breed Carmella, because Carmella was so huge and, you know, a different species. And little Ortego was so tiny. And then look, they have a freaking baby, and then he freaking dies. So now I have no offspring of little Ortego. But I'm just hoping there's going to be some more of these out there. At least one more. Either female or male. You know, and it'll also be Ortego's, offspring. You know, if it looks like this. If it has the little dots on him. See, that's an ornate hybrid 3-toed box turtle. You're so cute, Ortego Jr. You're so cute. He is dead. He doesn't look dead, but he's dead. Dude, I'm still alive in the other dimension. Little cutie pie. Yeah, see, Reptilia, when we found Reptilia, she was a little bigger than this. So she had already been out there a couple months or whatever. This little thing just hatched out, like, just probably a week before I found him. And, I don't know, you never know. Maybe he lived 2 weeks, possibly. But, yeah, Reptilia was quite a bit older when I found her. I mean, not that much bigger than this, but she was bigger than that when I found her. Or when Cesar found her. And she's big as shit now. She's a juvenile turtle now. She's really big. Hey, Scoot. What was I going to say? I was going to say something else, too. Oh, yo, Scooter's over here staring at me. Scooter! You ready to go in the water, doll baby? You ready to get in the water, honey? And I'm going to give you some chicken, too. But yeah, I was going to say something. I forgot. Hey, Bobby, you want in the camera, honey? Hi, sweetheart. Little cutie pie. Bobby. 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 Hey, Bubs. But yeah, this whole thing is so cute. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something. Crap, Hannah, I forgot. Hey, sweetheart. Hannah. Hannah. Got eye boogers again, honey. I'll get those off here in a minute. Hannah. Got eye boogers. Hannah. Hannah. This thing is so tiny. See, look. See how little it is? Here, I'll put it on. See, look how little it is. Tiny little turtle. Tiny little turtle, aren't you, babies? You little cutie. It's just, I cannot believe it. Like, Ortego dies, and then, you know, a week later, I find one of his little babies. It's just amazing. And this little rascal didn't have a chance because it was too damn cold when he decided to mosey on out up to the ground. Oh, yeah, another thing. You know, having possums and raccoons, that's probably kind of like birth control. You know, but, I mean, I don't want to know about it if they found a turtle and ate it. It's more likely the raccoons that would do that, not the possums. But, yeah, I don't want to know about it if they actually found one of the babies and ate it or whatever. I know, an egg. Yeah, Luna laid down a beautiful little egg. I don't know if it was fertile or not because she had been in the wild, so it could have been fertile. And then the next morning it was dug up and eaten, the raccoon. That was when the raccoons were coming every night. But yeah, so it is kind of like birth control, you know. But still, if I find them, I'm going to keep them and raise them. But, Scooter! But, I can't see you. There you are. You look funny, boy. Scooter! Bubbies? Scoot! Make sure I'm going to put you in the water, honey. But yeah, so, yeah, I don't know if they've ever caught any babies and ate them, or, I know they probably got some eggs and ate them, I know that for a fact, but hopefully they've never caught any turtles, little baby turtle hatchlings, and ate them or whatever, because they're bite-sized for them. Well, come on, Scooter. But another thing too, I'm gonna make sure I mark really good. This year anyway, when they lay their eggs or when they lay their little holes. Well, it seemed like they were laying all sorts of holes last year, but not laying any eggs. Well, apparently they were laying eggs, because here comes little Ortego Jr. But I'm going to put a little stake or something, or put a marker to make sure I know where their holes are, where they may be laying eggs, so then I'll know in about 80 days or whatever to see if there's any turtles in there, baby turtles. Come on, Scoot. Come on, Scooter. Come say hi to your little brother. Scooter. Okay, baby, I'm going to stick you in the water, honey, okay? Come on, Hannah, we got to get those eye boogers out. We got to get those eye boogers. Now, you look pretty for the camera. Yeah, I look pretty. They're almost 7 years old. July 9th, Hannah and Cesar, they'll be 7 years old. Getting old, Hannah. Hannah. Yeah, they're brothers and sisters, Hannah and Cesar. They're brothers and sisters, aren't you, babies? Oh my gosh, you smelling it? What'd you think about that, baby? He was smelling him. I saw you smelling him. What'd you think about that, baby? I saw you smelling him. Like, what is that? I saw you sniffing him. Yeah, because he probably thinks it's food. It's possible he would maybe try to eat him. Possibly. I don't know. But you're not going to eat my baby, Ortego Jr. Say no, he's off limits. I saw you sniffing him. See the size difference? Here's the little baby. And here's little Scooter. My little Scooter. Okay, baby, you're going to go in the water now. You get to go in the tub and go swimming, little guy. See how tiny? Scooter! Scoot! Little Scooter. Little guy, here. Let's get your little head out. See if you get your little head out. You're heavy now, boy. Yeah, 'cause I've been eating like a pig. And I'm not dehydrated. So I got all the water in me and stuff. And that's why I'm heavy. That's why I'm heavy. Sweetheart. Okay, baby, I'm going to turn this off, baby. Okay? Oh, honey. Oh, see the little rascal underneath? Oh, sweetheart. You little cutie. I don't know what I'm going to do with you, baby, because I'm not going to bury you. You're too damn little. I'll probably just freeze you. Or say, well, my daddy's in the freezer. Why can't I be in the freezer, too?